That is the second thing. Third thing is the TLP, already you are doing it. The TLP, how it is connected to Bloom's taxonomy, and then how the exams are also connected to Bloom's taxonomy. Right? That is what I am going to focus on. And the skill-based tests that we are doing in the classes is what exactly we need to do. Right? So these are the things from my side. The other things the examination committee is going to do, and then ma'am is going to do from the department side. Now, related to exams, we'll be having that on Tuesday because Shiva sir is busy with the exams that are conducted. So he is going to explain to you in detail what exactly we need to consider when we are doing the exam part, whether from the question paper setting till we evaluate them. So what are those things need to be considered, right? Now coming to the CPSES system that we are following. Now to tell you, our college has become autonomous in 2011. In 2011, we have become autonomous. Till that time, we were following the affiliated university. We are affiliated to Osmania University. We were following the curriculum given by them, right? And then we did not have BBA till 2011. We had only MBA. We had only MBA. And then we were running the MBA course with 120 students. We started with 40 and then we ended up with 120 students, right? Now, when we have become autonomous in the sense, we are having an autonomy for two things. One is related to the curriculum, which is a very important thing, and autonomy related to exams. Teaching, learning, everything earlier also we used to do when we were affiliated to university. But after we have become autonomous in the sense like we were preparing our own curriculum, and then we are doing our own examination where the evaluation, setting of the exam paper and evaluation is done by our college only. This is what the autonomy we have got it, right? Now, when we started off, we did not have this choice-based credit system, and in 2015 we introduced this choice-based credit system. Actually, in the sense, we are not really following the choice-based credit system, but we initiated that. Because why we had to go for it? It is prescribed by UGC that all the colleges and universities in India have to follow this CBSE system informed by UGC, right? Now, why? Why the UGC was insisting that all the colleges and universities? Because any student anywhere in our country, if he has done the first year, he can be transferred to any college anywhere in the country. Like suppose a student has done BBA first year in Bangalore College, a Christ University or Christ College he has done, and he did not want to continue there. When he comes to our college, he can be easily transferred. Taking into the subjects that he has done, we see that nearly 50 to 70% of the subjects are common. That is the reason we try to follow the subjects that are given by UGC. UGC has given the model curriculum for BBA, that is UG, that is BCom, BSc, all the model curriculum is there, the subjects are there. Most of the subjects are similar throughout the country. We have to have that because the transfer becomes easy. Otherwise, if we are having different subjects, the other college is having different, if he wants to get transferred here, it becomes very difficult. That is the reason we are trying to follow to a greater extent uniformity throughout the country. Right? And then based on that, in 2015, we went for this choice-based grade system. We tell choice-based because we are giving the students a choice to pick the courses. In electives only we are giving. Actually, we need to give more choice. Like if we offer one paper, anyone in the college can take that paper. We are not doing that because we have certain constraints for the college. That's why we have not, in real sense, incorporated this CPSE system. Maybe in future we are going to do that. Right? Once we become a university and then we have a larger space or a campus. Now, in this we have various types of courses that have been prescribed by the UGC. Based on that, we have taken those courses. Now, what are those courses? Now, the first one where we have generally the norm that we have followed is 100% of the subjects we have, 60% of the subjects should be core courses, okay, and then 20% should be elective courses, and another 20% should be skill-based or ability enhancement courses. Skill-based courses and ability enhancement courses. I will tell you. Now this is the normal structure. When we have done the CPS structure, we have followed these things. 60%, 20%, 20% norm set by UGC. Right? Now these 4 courses are named as DSC. Discipline specific courses. They are named as discipline specific courses because when we are teaching management, according to management discipline, we are offering principles of management, organized behavior, managerial economics, all these are discipline specific courses they are called. That is the reason when if you have seen the syllabus up, it will be DSC, it is different. And then from which year it is effective also we have written like with effect from. We have written the year. Right? Still we have to do modifications because see when we see a syllabus we should know whether it is revision 1, 2, 3, 4. All these need to be incorporated to make it easy. Because still we were in early stages, we have not still gone into in depth about it. Right? So I think we will start incorporating those things. Now, so that is the first type of course. Second type of course is what is called as DSE, Discipline Specific Elective. Discipline specific elective, like you know we are telling marketing, finance, operations, HR, they are discipline specific elective courses. Then the third type is your GE, generic elective courses. Actually the other name for generic elective is nothing but interdisciplinary course we tell. It means they are the courses that can be offered by the other department. So in our this thing, as per UGC now, we have taken entrepreneurship as generic elective. Then we have taken SPSS because that should be given by statistics department, taking into account the statistics department that is being given by them. So and then we have taken taxation that is given by commerce department. It's a generic elective paper, right? Which is interdisciplinary offered by the other departments. So literally when we tell other department, the other department people have to come. We have done that exercise. We have got earlier the commerce people used to come and teach us. Like you know, mass comm people they used to come and teach corporate communication to us. So that is called interdisciplinary. So we have GE interdisciplinary papers. Now this in UG discipline specific core carries 5 credits. Discipline specific elective carries 5 credits, and GE carries 2 credits. Right, we have another type of course which is there in MBA only. This is MBA we have. This both UG and PG, both we have. UG and PG. We have called as open elective. We have open elective. Now we have like a B law or CSR, corporate social responsibility. Open elective. Right? We can choose any one. That is open to the students. Actually, as per norm, when we tell open elective, if we have minimum 20 students taking CSR and then we have rest of the students taking B law, we have to offer both. But we have certain constraints. What we are doing, majority whatever they are taking, that we are offering under open elective. In the real sense, we are not following, but because of the constraint that we have, we are following that. Right? So, open elective, that is another type. And that also carries 2 credits. Then, fifth one is SEC. Skill enhancement courses. Skill enhancement courses. In UG we have 4 skill enhancement courses. In PG we have 2 skill enhancement courses. Generally skill enhancement courses start from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th semesters in UG. Skill enhancement courses. Anything related. Like now this time we thought we'll do it differently. For IT and business analytics we want AWS, Amazon Web Services. Skill. Anything, it should be actually any skill enhancement courses should be with coordination or in coordination with industry. So, industry relevant courses we have to offer in reality that we talk about. Even personality development we are giving a skill enhancement. Public speaking, skill enhancement. Means lot of activity based courses should be there. In the real sense, they should be really imparting the skill. That is the meaning of skill enhancement courses. Right? And then 6th one is, anything we missed out? Ability enhancement courses. Compulsory courses. Ability enhancement compulsory courses. In UG we have human values and professional ethics. NAC prefers a lot for human values and professional ethics. And then environmental studies. Right? These are very, very important, and it is mandatory for all the students to study that particular paper, and 2 credits we generally give for that. Ability enhancement compulsory courses. Even in MBA also we have Indian ethos business. So Indian ethics and business, Indian ethos and business ethics, right? So that is compulsory course which need to be taken as per UGC, and AICT also mentions that, right? Generally for MBA we take AICT, and for UG we take UGC guidelines, right? And then 7th one, we have compulsory courses. Now we named it as MIL, Modern Indian Language. Compulsory courses are English, and then we have second languages. We have 5 second languages: Hindi, Telugu, then French, Sanskrit, and then Arabic.
This is for UG.
UG. This is for UG. Compulsory courses. So English for UG this is.
Every student should learn English. Every student should learn.
Which semester?
This in for BBA we have in 4 semesters. BBA, only in BBA we have languages. Only in BBA we have languages. No other, because we are treating the others as professional courses, and then we do not want the second languages to be there, because second languages, if we offer 2 subjects, main subjects we wanted to offer which is related to management, so we will not be able to. So we have, throughout the college we have done that. Only general courses or programs will be having the 4 semesters languages we have. Sorry, here in 2 semesters only we have the languages, 4 semesters we have English. Yeah, functional, only general English we have 4 semesters for BBA. Functional English for the other groups, IT, business analytics, FM, and entrepreneurship. They do not have languages, second languages are not there. They have English, that too functional English it is called. Functional English, this is more focused on the employability, because why we are offering to them, because these students who come are nearly 70 plus, 75 plus percentage marks they come in, and then bright students come in, and then we compress the English to functional English 1 and functional English 2. This was the basis why we have taken. No languages are there. Whereas for BBA, we have 2 semesters languages, and English is offered in 4 semesters. That is what is called compulsory. Now this, as per Osmania University and as per UGC, they tell this as Modern Indian Language. So we have renamed the type of course as Modern Indian Language. Last year we have done that, because last year we want to incorporate changes throughout the college, but they could not go for BS and BOS. We went to BOS. Now what is this BOS? BOS is Board of Studies. Now before we want to change the curriculum, so in our department we start conducting pre-BOS meetings. Every time before we go for the BOS is called as Board of Studies. Now why this BOS we take? Because whatever we want to give the curriculum to the student, there is some process how we have to go about, and it need to be ratified by the bodies. So first pre-BOS meetings in the department, where we talk about, we tell, first thing is, if this faculty have taught the subject from their point of view, that faculty who has taught, whether any changes have to be made in the syllabus, the flow and everything. Do they think that the flow is not good, the textbooks are not there, if the textbook, whether to buy those textbooks and then start revising that particular thing, what? So pre-BOS meeting is done, that is first one. Second one.
Can I add one?
Yes.
Whenever you are seeing the syllabus, there must be some points which is striking you. One concept is not proper. Write it somewhere, or write it on the
Yes.
sheet, that
Yes.
paper only. ఇది ఇక్కడ రావద్దు, ఇది ఇక్కడ వస్తే బాగుంటుంది. Later on what happens, you will forget it. And when they ask you, అప్పుడు strike అవ్వకూడదు. Write it down whenever it
Yes.
strikes you. This point I want to contribute. Just write it and keep
Yes.
it. When we ask you, we'll ask you like this only. The subject faculty has to give us those inputs. Okay, this practice you should be having.
Like if suppose you see the course objectives also. The objectives are not at all matching you feel. Frame it. Keep it ready. When we ask you can give. Those we can do it. And then you feel the subject is too lengthy and we are not able to complete it on time. Mention it. What are the concepts which you think that is not necessary? Right? That need not be taught in depth. Right? Come with that. Come with your suggestions.
And somewhere in the conference, seminar, you might have heard the concept add chasing bound in the contemporary. Ma'am, I felt this is contemporary. Can we add this? Welcome, you are welcome. But write it down, keep it, you always have an open mind to the particular syllabus you are teaching to the students. Have an open mind towards it.
Because this is necessary. See, some of them are very serious when they tell about it. They talk, but when it comes, when we circulate it and tell any change, no change, no change, no change. They'll try that, no changes.
They feel it is
Again, it is a burden on them to correct. But see, students will be at loss. Okay, because we have some good thoughts, and then if we are not sharing it, and at least come and tell me. Because I remember on that day you told this, we will do it.
There are pros and cons of this.
You tell Dhanana.
Yeah.
Then you tell me. No, we'll remember. If you don't remember also, we will remember. And then I make it a point that it is incorporated
So
that in the
for-
next time.
So again, if the same subject comes back to you, then you're doing the same mistake, right?
Again, you
Same thing. Same thing.
So it is good. At the initial stage only if we try to do that, and this is a serious business. And then just like that, if you give the syllabus also later, if whoever teaches, it will be very difficult for them to teach. You should have some basis when you are preparing the curriculum. When we give you that please do this paper, then go back to the textbook, see that. If you feel that this textbook is not available, then you ask, we can get that. If you want to do it from the existing textbook, you can modify that. So these things faculty have to contribute. It's not only 1% or 2% doing it. All faculty have to do. This is what is called pre-BOS meetings. In that we need to be very serious. Right? At least from 1 month onwards we start working on this. Right? And then we have Board of Studies meeting. Right? Where we'll be calling the experts, subject experts from Osmania University also they will be coming. And we faculty also are part of it. The chairperson is the head of the department, is the chairperson. Right? So that is Board of Study meeting. So once they go through and then they'll give some suggestions. Based upon the suggestion, we need to get back to them and then finalize that particular subject. Right? Then we go for what is called as academic council meeting. Academic council meeting. Now in that all the departments, because here we have one, generally because since as one college we are talking, all the departments whatever they got it approved in the BOS, they'll get their thing to academic council. With the minutes they come, with the syllabus they come, and they present all the minutes of meeting and resolutions what they have done in the Board of Studies to academic council members. We have industry experts, we have in Board of Studies also, alumni will be there, industry experts also will be there. Here also again we will be having from the Osmania University, the subject experts and also the alumni and the industry experts, all will be there. Again they are going to vet it. Right? So once they approve the academic council, that will be the final syllabus. If they are going to tell some suggestions, we have to incorporate that, change that, go back to BOS, get it signed and then come back. So the final, for the academic council is the final body for deciding the syllabus. Once the academic council decides, right, once it approves in all the norms, it goes to the governing body, GB, which is the highest apex body in the college, where you have the chairperson, Archbishop will be there, management representatives will be there, faculty representatives will be there, industry representatives will be there, and Osmania University representatives will be there. Deans will be there in that. Osmania University deans from all the areas, science, commerce and the management. Right? So that will be the governing body meeting. Before this governing body meeting, since this is related to academics. Now, in order to see that this academics, new courses and everything, whatever we introduce is being approved, we need to have a finance committee which is mandatory, because this finance committee will tell you what infrastructure is needed, right? Whether any books have to, because new courses, books have to be purchased, right? So, computer labs have to be done. So, all related to finance, a finance committee will approve. whether it is related to examinations, whether it's related to the academics, everything will be approved by finance committee. Students related, any awards have to be given, any scholarships have to be given, right? Everything will be approved by the finance committee. Now these two things, then GB will be held with all this. These are the statutory bodies. Any college, autonomous college follows these statutory bodies. Even we also have that. So generally, before it goes to AC minute, academic council, we also try to have a IQAC meeting here. After it's been discussed in the POS and everything, we try to have a IQAC meeting where we try to see if anything else the IQAC coordinator is going to arrange with the industry experts, even parents, even alumni, students also will be there, so that all the stakeholders have a knowledge what exactly we are going to do. Maybe students also can suggest certain things which we missed out during that time. So those things, if we do it, generally we miss out sometimes doing this in our college, but if it is done, all the things can be incorporated here and then before going to academic council. Right? So I think you all have got the picture of statutory bodies and the type of courses that we have. Right? Now, as the NBA coordinators have also circulated the TLP. Earlier we used to have as unit planner. We were following this since 2003, 2002 onwards. We have this practice of unit planners. That was a unique practice in 2008 when NAC people have come, they have appreciated the unit planner. Because all faculty, once the subject is being allotted, generally the subject allocation is done 1 month, one and a half month prior to the classes begin. And then once the subject allotment is done, they also ask the faculty to do the unit planner, so that because when the subject is given, when they do this unit planner, that is the teaching learning plan, they will know which topic is there in which subject. They will be going through. When they are preparing itself, they will go through which chapter, which page number, everything we used to write there with the page numbers. And then once after writing, we used to write also the teaching methodology that we will be using there. Whether we will give a student presentation, whether we are going to use the PPT or whether we are going to use situation analysis. Yes, we used to write that. And evaluation methodology we used to write. So this is what we had the practice. Now, based upon the outcome-based education and the other things, we started modifying it and named the unit planner as teaching learning plan. Right? Now, we are connecting that to the Bloom's taxonomy level. Right? So, even the examination also we are doing based on the outcomes that we want to achieve based on Bloom's taxonomy level. So, you all know the levels. Lower level is, it starts with remember, right? Then you understand it. Right? Then what you do, after you understand, you apply it. Right? And then after you apply, you try to analyze it. Right? And then after analyzing, you evaluate it. And after you evaluate, you create it. Right? So, these are the levels that we are. So, lower level, yes, these are lower level. So, higher level, we are trying to see that not just memorizing and by hearting, we are making the students also to apply the concept. That is what our focus is on, more on the application part. Right? So, that is what all this in TLP, whatever we are doing, we are connecting to Bloom's taxonomy in exam. When sir is explaining to you about the exam pattern and everything, he is also going to explain the Bloom's taxonomy, how it has to be incorporated. Then, right? And the skill-based test, if you see, generally we divide, you see the, yes.
This Bloom's taxonomy is suggested by you or following the reason behind.
See, all the colleges and universities are supposed to follow the OBE, outcome-based education. This is mandatory by UGC. Right? So slowly from the CBC, first the CBC system was initiated and now all the generally technical education engineering colleges started applying some 5 or 6 years back itself. Right? Now slowly even NAC also, earlier NAC also never told that, but NAC also is now insisting on OBE. So the colleges have to shift to OBE because we need to measure the outcome. We are just delivering the content, but are the students really understanding it? So whether he is able to reproduce it, whether he is able to apply it or not, we need to measure it. Now that is the reason this OBE has come. After the end of the program, we will be taking the exit, questionnaire we circulated. We do it like doing say, but that should not be there. In reality, it should be done with sincerity. Did the student really understand? after completing the MBA program, what exactly he learned? Is it only he memorized this thing, or is he able to apply those things in the real conditions, in the industry? We are testing him there after completing that. So to which extent the student is able to get through question papers to some extent, but application part only after he goes to the industry we will know that. That is the reason program education objectives are there, which we can do it only after 3 to 4 years, whether he is really. So we need to track the student. We need to have a tracking mechanism. See, if they are going for higher education or not after they leave the college, we are not able to do that. Means we need to formulate a tracking mechanism where we are at every year we need to call the students and find out. Yes, how is that what you learned in the college you are applying it? Was whatever we have done in the college, was it really useful for you? Now that tracking, that is what is actual sense of OBE. So theoretically only we are doing something, mapping and everything. But in real sense, student, are they really getting that outcome? That is the reason we shifted that. Right? Until unless we measure, we cannot improve. So that is the reason for measuring that purpose, this OBE framework has come. Right? It is good if we implement it because it will really help us to understand to which extent we are having an impact. I'll tell you one incident. You know, one of the students after he left, I told, why don't you write a research paper? Ma'am, I'm very poor in writing. I don't know how to write a simple report also. Then what education are we giving? That is the next. After completing his MBA, he is telling that he cannot write one simple report, good report. And our program, yes, outcomes are that he should have communication skills, he should have report writing skills, he should have presentation skills, but are we really making them to do? To which extent are we really having the impact on him? So these things actually we have to make him to do. So our teaching learning practices should include all this in real sense. So that is what mentoring and all these are there so that we will know where exactly spending and trying to improve them. At least during mentoring time at least, do you know how to write? Please write and give me. Okay, where you are failing it, what exactly you need more. All these things will come out when we have a one-to-one discussion with student. Right? So that is what skill-based test. We generally have two things for UG. Yes, for every subject they give you a syllabus, right? In that syllabus you find two things there. One is the course objectives you find and course outcomes you find. Now course objectives, when you go through the total subject, what exactly the student will be getting, that will become the objective. Sometimes the objective may not be framed correctly, that will please go through because that is prepared last in hurry burry it is being done. And when we give to the subject faculty also, they don't concentrate when they are preparing. Now when you are teaching the subject, you may find that even I also, once I frame, when again I go through, no it is not this, I should change it, I feel. Write it there.
I'll ask one question. How many of you told the students about the objective and outcome? How many of you told? Yeah, mandatory.
It is mandatory when we are orienting the students with the objectives and outcomes. That is related to objective. When finally what is the student is going to learn, then he is going to do that particular course. Course is called as a subject. Generally, course and program. Course is the subject, and then program is total MBA, BBA, BBIT. They are called programs. They are called, right? Generally, we tell MBA course. No, MBA program it is. Right? Because we also get used to that, but still. So that is what. So course objectives, course outcomes. We have designed 5 outcomes based on the units.
5 units.
Right? 5 units. But actually it should be overall. That also I think it needs refinement. In due course of time we'll refine it. Because it should be done overall subject wise. We have to do based on the levels, whatever levels we want. See, sometimes when we do the unit wise, we may not reach up to the application part or analyze part or evaluation part. But after they do everything, the total subject they learn, you may go to the higher order. A student, after he studies the total subject, maybe he will be able to create something, design something, apply that particular thing overall. So I think in due course of time we'll refine it further. So So we said, right now we have gone with the unit wise only, we have gone with it. Because when they connect all the units, something else they can do. That we have not yet thought about it. We will think about it later. Right? So that is your post outcomes. Right? We have to see every student how we are going to achieve this post outcomes. Right? One thing is through the internals, 1, 2, SBTs and through the external exam. That is one thing where we are going to achieve this post outcome. Internal one, that's the reason we tell CO1, CO2 we are telling. Internal 2, CO2, CO3, CO4. CO3, CO4, CO5. The next three post outcomes we are achieving. Right? So not only the subject and intern, but also the way we give them the teaching learning practices that we have. Through that also the COs can be achieved. Actually, we go to the higher order when we do in the CO1 and CO2, when we use a case, we are making him to go to the higher order. Case when we do, it all depends upon the teaching learning practices where they can reach the higher level. If you don't use the case, they are not applying that. When we use the case, we are making him to apply those concepts. So we are reaching the higher order. In the first two COs only we can reach the higher order, but we are not mentioning that. But we are reaching. So it all depends upon the subject, the curriculum that is there and teaching learning practices that we are using to reach to the higher order. Teaching learning practices makes a great difference. Your innovative teaching learning practices makes a difference when we achieve the COs. Right? So these COs, when we achieve it, how it is linked to your POs, which you have already done in your TLP, yes, program outcomes, right? So what are those program outcomes? See, for BBA, BBIT, BBA, all we have program outcomes. For MBA also we have. Now, in BBIT, business IT, we have program specific outcomes also are there. Program outcomes, program specific outcomes. Why we tell specific? Because they are specializing IT, business analytics, financial markets, right? Entrepreneurship, they are getting specialized. What are those specific outcomes that we have? That also need to be. So we have to see how our COs are mapping with this. If they are not mapping, then waste of introducing that particular course itself. If the mapping is not done to POs. So that is what at the end, when we do the analysis, attainment, they are talking about attainment. In the attainment, if your subject is not getting attained for any PO, it becomes redundant. We should not teach that subject. We have to replace that with something else where it will link to our POs. Right? So that is the analysis that we have to do. Every year we have to analyze that whether our subjects are in line with your POs. If it is not that, identify them, remove them, add certain content and then see that it is getting matched. And then finally this will be done to PEOs, program education, objectives or outcomes. I always get confused, objectives. Right? So that is in the long run, 3 to 4 years afterwards, after they are working, whether we are able to achieve. So educational objectives. It means when they go to industry, to which extent are they applying it? So whether it was useful, how did they improve? So that at the next level. So this connection is there whenever we are doing it. We need to connect it and then see that. Then only attainments are possible when this mapping is there.
I just want to speak. So connected with the mission and vision also.
Yeah, this at the higher order it is connected to that. From there only we derive it. Without vision and mission, nothing is there in the college. All the things have to be connected with the vision and mission. Yes, tell me.
Do we calculate this semester wise?
Yes.
So if yes, then I'll have an instant wherein I am in a condition where to put everything like CEO. What is the CEO for this particular? So in the second SBT I gave a activity mark. Like I asked the students to go for a real life. They are going out now. They have completed. I asked them to imagine themselves that they have completed BBA. I asked them to research on how to start up a business. So everything they have to do along with the agreement. They find. They went. They researched. They investigated. They got all the information. And now a student, it's actually her passion. It is a passion of doing art and this thing. Now she actually started selling that product.
Okay.
With the help of this SPT,
So it means she has gone to the higher level.
higher level now. So, she opened her own website.
Oh, good.
She introduced in Amazon. She's trying for
Oh, nice.
sellers in
Me ED.
Amazon. ED it is, yes. So it is like this. mean, she already started.
All the CEOs it is connected.
Now she's trying to export this to the international market.
Oh,
To the
good.
foreign countries, she's trying to, export.
That is what. She has gone to the higher level.
Creation.
So all the CEOs will be connected. Because without the basics, they cannot go to that. Without all those things
So
understanding.
passion again, very practically, but then it started to go business.
Is it first year?
First time,
First time.
yes.
Very nice.
No sir, roll number 60.
We can directly connect with the PO also. Entrepreneurship, we are having entrepreneurship
Yes.
skills. Indirect method we can use it for, because it is SBT, it is going for the extended level. We are giving only 10 marks for SBT.
అంటే పోయి కట్టుతారు వదిలేసాను వేరే
ఒక పెన్ ఇంకో పెన్.
లేదా
అది లూజ్ అంటున్నారు. లూజ్. Okay. That's why they have to make a note of all those students.
So what we can do is class in charges can get that information, keep it as a record, so that whenever it is necessary, we will see to it when we get to
I'm
our
trying to
meeting
get
or-
it, I mean, all the papers I asked already to get everything in a paper. I'll file it
This
and then-
becomes a unique SBT, what?
Yeah, that is what.
Very
a
unique.
kind of a project.
Project, mini project type. Yeah, you can put that.
One student, ma'am.
Ah.
There's one student in Maharashtra.
Uh-huh.
It's math
Same
class.
class.
Okay.
So she got inspired by the poetry and things. So she started her own blog.
Oh.
So that started her
Very
own blog and
relatable.
yes,
Oh, now.
and she started writing stories. She's at the verge of publishing hers. So she's at that.
She's from Oman, ma'am. She already, I mean, she has a blog on fashion list. She already started there.
She
and
already
continued
started
now.
it, ma'am. But
She's very.
See, Yanni, see, we were not able to present all these things for NAT, but these things we have to put the record of it.
Student, and she's a Guinness Book award.
I
So, అమ్మాయి వచ్చింది కదా, she's the one,
I
huh?
asked in the morning only 8 o'clock I called up and
She
asked
came,
her.
she spoke so well on that day.
I also forwarded her articles to others.
Oh, nice. It's good. See, all these EOs, they are connected to other POs. You can connect to them. Because we have, as ma'am said, we have entrepreneurship orientation, that skills we are developing, communication skills are there, report writing skills are also there into that.
Directly
we can match to
indirect
that.
method. Indirectly we can give matches to PO and PO.
She's trying to publish an anthology.
I am aware of all.
So generally we have SBTs, we conduct 2 SBTs, you can do more than that, but generally we take 2, taking 5 marks and 5 marks. For UG or PG, generally we used to take for 1 SBT as presentation skills, we give a group presentation and then individually we analyze there. So that is one present. Another one we give a return. Return can be a project, mini project or something which you can do in a different way. So some of them just give the question answers from every unit. Or some do a different thing like, as ma'am said, a mini project, asking them to do a survey, getting back and then trying to see how they incorporate those things. So it is divided into 2 parts, SBTs, right? That's it. I think from my side, Dhanam ma'am, anything, if you have any doubts on this, otherwise ma'am will be taking over for the rest of the things.
Viewers, academic council and meetings should be conducted every year or any time duration is there?
Generally, we do it every year because industry, whatever is expected will change, we try to change it. Most of the time we take 2 to 3 years. Overall curriculum revamping at the 2 to 3 years. But small changes, whatever are there, we try to go. Till now, we have done every year. For 1 year, we have introduced courses. In another year, the second year syllabus have to be done. So when we go for the first time, first new program, we do year-wise syllabus. Because now the entrepreneurship and FM, third year we have done the syllabus, but we need to recheck again and then go for modifications. So that way we do. Every year we do.
And how would languages, ma'am, is it 5 years or every year it's getting ready?
See, this time we are going for some changes that we have to do in coordination with the main campus. We are thinking English to be there for all the programs and 20 credits we need to have for English, 20 credits for languages. Right? So BB also 20, it has to go for 4 semesters. This year there may be changes. So, because as per higher education, they told us last year itself, we have not incorporated because we can't incorporate a single department. It is throughout the college, the same thing has to be there. Which one? We have to have 20 credits, we'll get back to you. Because English, no, we will not have like English, functional English. We'll be having now English 4 semesters, that we'll be getting back to this one. All will be.
Each semester, 4 semesters spread.
This is our plan, but we have to see how the main campus will be thinking about it. Because last year we thought of incorporating, because we went to BOS, they did not go for BOS. From 3 years they did not go.
Since 6 years, the same syllabus is there.
No, we changed it in 2018 we changed. 2018 we changed, we revamped the English syllabus, English literature syllabus also we revamped. You were not there that time, because that was a 1 month exercise we have done with every department we did. After that, much changes were not there in the main campus. Here we have gone. English we have done in 2008.
Madam, BBA 1 year అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మనం వేరే దగ్గర కూడా చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు అన్నారు కదా. It is applicable for MBA also.
Yeah, everywhere it is
2 years తర్వాత allowed లేదు అంట. 2 years complete అయిపోయింది, I want to change the college అని అంటే.
అట్లా ఏం లేదు, generally first year or second year they can come. We have done some cases, we have taken up some cases. For UG level we have taken up, MBA level we did not take it up, but UG level we have taken up. We can do, but we have not done it. So we can have a transfer provided the subjects that we are offering more than 60 to 70%, it should match. Otherwise it's very difficult for us to offer. We don't intend. That's the reason we tell you come with your memo, right? What subjects you have done, with this content you come. If it is not matching, sir, we generally don't take it, because it's going to be very difficult for us. Yes, ma'am, over to you.
Ma'am, one good thing about you, ma'am. During my tenure, I felt what I felt, ma'am. You solve the things whenever we come with a problem till date. Yes, 7 months over in this organization, you never said come after 10 minutes or come tomorrow, or you never given any excuse, ma'am. You made our minds very clear then and there and made sure that we implement. It's a crystal clear picture. So thanks a lot for your cooperation, ma'am. It's really many senior faculties, if we ask any data or you come tomorrow, right now busy, we are doing some. No, there was no excuse from you for anything, ma'am. Even though you are dead busy, even at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock you lift the call.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that back of mind, we really, I do not about others, but I feel very, very comfortable. Come what may, what others think, but that good thing gives so much of confidence for the newcomers.
Yes.
We come with a skeleton, ma'am.
Yes.
You fill up,
You
light
give
and flush
full-
into it,
Yes.
complete it and you give us back.
Yes, true, very true.
Confidence, you know.
My intention will always be, you all are working for the college. When you come, it's for the college you all are coming. That's the reason I leave whatever my works are there. First I cater to you. That is with a good intention I do it. Anytime, whoever it is, I do it. And thanks for that, for acknowledging it. Thank you so much.
And so many things to learn from you,
During the
ma'am.
math session also, I mean, you were very busy, but then for a small question I called ma'am. I was like very guilt feeling, but then I tried. So you
No,
picked
don't
my
never
call.
hesitate.
Ma'am really picks every call. She will never reject or never ignores the call. Even for a message also you will reply, ma'am. Thank you very much for helping us.
And you
Always
never
there.
get in your tone also, ma'am. I never say irritation, ma'am. You don't get, see, might be because of the industry gap and academic gap I had, the concepts which were going into my brain was literally hard, and you make sure that I understand properly. You, in your tone also, second time repetition also, you don't show the difference.
5th time also, 10th time also.
Say yes, yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So many qualities to learn, ma'am. I even learned from you, like we need to have patience in reading some papers, ma'am. Though from government I don't like reading that, but how you concentrate, what aspects you look into, it's very important. I felt when we were preparing SEMA proposal. Like, say just like that.
పిక్ చేస్తారు ఇంపార్టెంట్ లేదు కదా ఇది ఎక్కడ ఇది మిస్ అయిపోయింది
Yeah.
పిక్ అవుతున్నారు
Complete grip of the things, ma'am. Just like that, చేసేది మీరు ఏ పని కూడా.
Yeah.
You
నాకు
give a
ఒక
complete
చిన్న మిస్
dedication.
అయితే I feel guilty. అదే
ఇందులో
చెప్పలేదు.
గుర్తొస్తుంది.
చెప్పినా కదా, అది ఏదో మిస్ అయినట్టుంది గ్రేసీ. చూడండి I said.
చెప్పేదాకా అది
Ma'am, had shared opinion with Tanamay also the other day.
Yes,
You
yes.
are a keen observer. ఇట్లా పట్టేస్తారు
నేను అది నేను మిస్టేక్స్ చేశాను.
Like
See,
ఈ
we
book లో
make
ఏం
mistakes, try to
mistake
make
అనుకుందో?
mistake.
No,
But ఏమో అనిపించింది, I hope you take positively. My
No,
only
it's
intention is
positive.
telling
We learn
positively.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
sometimes,
we learn definitely.
yeah, sometimes working in teams with others was little difficult, ma'am. But yes, the way, the politeness, the way you handle the people and see that they do it the work is a great thing,
Work దగ్గర
ma'am.
I don't compromise.
Get the work done.
Yeah.
And they work
But,
the way you don't compromise, but the way you
I
tell
get
also,
it.
it's like,
You can do it.
yeah, obedient undali అని అనిపిస్తుంది. So good things, ma'am, to
Thank
learn
you.
from you.
Thank you.
So Vani ma'am, this is a nice
platform that you shared, because that feedback will never go to ma'am. I am so happy that this platform is given to you, that you give this feedback. I am sure ma'am ki feedback ippadi varaku honestly faculty might not have given, but they really get the benefit out of ma'am's experience or knowledge levels what she has about college. I always think that only. నాకు కూడా స్కాన్ అయ్యే వరకు see Anita ma'am, once she scans I think it is perfect kind of. Because I have done 2 POS with ma'am, I was like, yeah, now it is perfect. Now I know it is. And then when I quickly got back to ma'am also, once the PGDBM BO started, kada naakite goosebumps. Because when I turned each and every page, there was perfection in it. I said, ma'am, it looks so different. I immediately messaged ma'am. I said, yes. You appreciate the contribution which is made. It really makes a lot of difference. It is. And it is a fact. And we're not saying anything. I'm so happy, Vani ma'am, you shared it. ఎందుకనంటే there are so many people who don't come back and share for the things what we do or what we contribute or what we've been doing to you. It just not like that comes. మీరు అన్నట్టు it means a sacrifice of our work or our time. So I think that's a good platform. I don't regret the time, the opportunity or the platform. Nice. Appreciation to you also.
Contribution for
Yeah.
college.
Ma'am, next time to appreciate our work also.
Yeah, if it is correct, appreciation comes in. If it is wrong,
Definitely I'll tell.
Yes.
the same feedback comes in.
Yeah.
And you will think number of times అమ్మో దీన్ని ఎలా పర్ఫెక్ట్ చేయాలి అని చెప్పేసి ఇది ఇలా ఉండకూడదు అంటే ఉండొద్దు అంటే ఉండొద్దు దట్స్ ఇట్ సో ఐ థింక్ వీ హ్యావ్ దట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఆల్సో
Dana ma'am, you don't
Yeah.
believe.
I learned
Yes,
People-
ma'am.
People claim as good friends or the best friend.
And that doesn't happen, ma'am.
It doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen,
When
no.
it comes professionalism, I have seen clearly.
Doesn't
that
happen.
The math ma'am, there were days I used to call her.
Yes.
Cry, ma'am. She
Yes.
used to pacify me.
Yes.
Ma'am, it's taking time, but you will cope up. All the time she used to say one thing, you will come out.
yes
I know your strengths, ma'am. You be strong like that. So much of courage given,
Yes.
ma'am. So much. Yeah.
ma'am ade ma'am true faces come in when there is need
Yeah, yeah.
there is need
Yes.
that is where you will see the true person
Very
మేడం
true.
Yeah.
చెప్దాం మేడం అంటే పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ గురించి విషయం కూడా మన లాస్ట్ మేడం మీరు క్లాస్ తీసుకొని అడిగితే
క్లాస్ లో Anita, class తీసుకుంటా he didn't say ma'am also it's like I hear all you he is like Anita you go and take class అంటారు it's like nice okay anyways I don't